Hello once again, my name's Paul. Welcome to Talking Music, where every song has a story. Today's song is the Spice Girls' Wannabe. Now, the Spice Girls were a phenomenon to hit music in the mid-1990s. They were a manufactured, supremely marketed all-girl group performing pop and pop dance, targeted at a very young fan base. They were hugely successful and hugely recognisable worldwide. Rolling Stone magazine said they were the most recognisable group since the Beatles. And they were Emma Bunton, known as Baby Spice, Victoria Adams, Posh Spice, Mel B, Scary Spice, Mel C, Sporty Spice, and Jerry Halliwell, who was known as Ginger Spice. They were 5 easily identifiable and totally different characters, and under their mentor and manager Simon Fuller, a very successful businessman, with their girl power mantra, they shook up the world of music in the mid-1990s. They were formed in 94 and were groomed and moulded and polished into pop stars over the next 18 months. Their first song, Wannabe, became a monster hit in the UK in the summer of 1996, and then in the USA some 6 months or so later.
Now, is it true, I've heard about that you girls got where you are today by just standing on the doorsteps and in the offices of record companies and TV companies and just singing?
That is true. We are a bit cheeky, us girls, and we do have sort of a bit of a venture and wild streak in us, and we just storm in there and don't give, just go in and be cheeky.
Don't give a thing. Is it true also that you all used to share a big flat together?
Yeah, we did. We lived together for about 9 months. Which was absolutely
And was it?
We truly got,
Because it conjures up images of girls behaving badly. Did you all behave very nicely to each other?
Oh no, we're all good girls.
it was girls behaving badly.
What's the record called,
It's
Jerry?
called Wannabe. It's our first single and we wrote it. We're very proud of that.
Guess 5 girls who for years were knocking on the doors of recording studios.
Eventually they decided to get together, live together and form an all-girl power pop group themselves.
They're heading for the big time. They're called Spice Girls and they join us on the sofa for tea. Welcome to the list.
Hello.
Hello, Spice Girls.
Hiya.
Now,
Wow.
Jerry, you've got the new single
Yeah, that's
out
right.
a week today
That is
called
true.
Wannabe.
Uh-huh.
High hopes?
Very extreme high hopes. Maybe a bit, I don't know, we're trying to be realistic about it, but we are optimistic as well.
One of the Spice Girls' strengths was the individual personalities within the group. The fan base identified with at least one of them. And by the time Wannabe became a hit, the girls had honed their act and cultivated their image and had already made many TV appearances.
I would say about 85% of our fan base is actually girls.
Yeah.
You know.
But what we always said that
We like boys though, send them
Yeah,
in
yeah,
boys.
we like boys.
what we always said though is we wanted to break rules, that we wanted our audience to be really wide, appeal to everybody, and I think really wide
really,
like
really
that.
wide.
And I think that's what it's done. It's it doesn't alienate anybody, whether you're black, white, you're president, postman, it doesn't matter. You can all nod your head to the same good groove.
But hopefully, even if you don't really like the music, I've got a grinner on, or even if you don't like us, hopefully we're entertaining because you've got a lot of colour going on, a lot of madness going on. So hopefully you find us funny, even if you're really laughing at us.
The song was written by Richard Stannard and his music collaborator Matt Rowe, but the girls did contribute to the lyrics. And the lyrics are about friendship, and the title Wannabe means a person who would aspire to be someone else, usually a celebrity. But looking at the lyrics, I'm not too sure at all that the definition of wannabe has much to do with the song itself. I think the song is about friendship and sex. Just take the lyrics, "If you want to be my lover," fairly obvious in meaning. "You got to get with my friends," which is a US slang way of saying get along with in English. So the lyric is really saying, if you want to be with me, you must pass my friends test. Get on with my friends or else you're history. So the title Wannabe, meaning a desire to copy someone else, or at least be associated with them, is likely to be an American slang for saying the English phrase want to be, which would mean an expressed desire to be in a preferred state. And that would make absolute sense in the terms of the song. The zig-a-zag-ah line, which is also a standout lyric in the song, is a nonsense made-up line, probably by the girls, but in the context of the song, it is likely to mean something. And many listeners have presumed that something is sexual, following on from the tenet of, if you want to be my lover. The writer Richard Stannard has said that the line is purely innocent, and he should know. But remember, the Spice Girls' targeted audience was young teens and pre-teens, so he would say that, wouldn't he? But whichever way you hear it, for me, Zigga Zagga is certainly suggestive, being picked up by older listeners, but flying over the heads of younger ones. The girls got a writing credit for Wannabe. Stannard talks of a time when they were all sitting around in a studio working on the lyrics. 7 of them, Stannard and Rowe and the 5 girls. Ideas were being performed and recorded and then dissected on playback. And Stannard said it was chaos, with everyone speaking at once. And this was only the start, because over the next few years, with Spice Girls' success, they tended to take over everywhere they went. Chaos ensued. Stannard also recalls sometime after, his music collaborator Matt Rowe sent him a recording of the almost finished version of the song, saying simply, "Press play." And it was almost there, with just a few loose ends needing to be tied up. But the Wannabe sound had been created, and after it was mixed by Mark Stent, the single was ready. The song's video was also in keeping with the girls' personalities. It was pretty frenetic, with lots going on. Swedish director Johan Kamitz shot the video at the St Pancras Midland Hotel in London. It was made to look like one continuous shot, and it was said at the time the action was spontaneous, but the video was likely to have been choreographed to make it look that way. Certainly the girls were all presented as doing their own thing, rather than a choreographed all-girl unit, unlike the successful boy bands around at the time. It became a big success on the TV music channels, which drove sales naturally. So let's have a look at the charts, see how it fared. And here it was at number 1 on the UK charts, 21st of July 1996, went on to stay at the top for 7 weeks in the UK. Sold 1.3 million songs that year. Very big hits. And a major worldwide hit it was, because some months later, 1997 in February, it reached the top of the US Billboard chart, and it spent 4 weeks at the top in America, and a quick rise to the chart top position only took 5 weeks, so it literally flew up the US charts. Sold 3 million in America and 7 million worldwide, making Wannabe the best-selling all-girl group ever.
If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is.
Bit ropey, but there you go.
In a 2014 online survey, Wannabe was named the catchiest song ever, ahead of Mambo No. 5 and Eye of the Tiger. It certainly has an earworm factor to it, no doubt about that. I tell you, the song can stick with you for days, going round and round in your head. And the line "Friendship Never Ends" became a bit of a Spice Girls creed, underlining their girl power image. In fact, Wannabe, with its symbol of female empowerment, was to be the most symbolic song of their girl power philosophy. With Wannabe came a group which Music Week called smart, witty, abrasive, and downright fun. And they were. They had their critics, of course, everyone does. But the ultimate critics, the record-buying public, had made up their minds early on, and with overall total record sales of around 80 million worldwide, the Spice Girls have sold more than any other all-girl group, including any of the big classic 60s girl groups, and add to that the huge marketing success with girl power and Spice Girl dolls and comics and various other things that pre-teens would have pestered their parents to buy. The success story of the Spice Girls was nothing short of phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, and this was the song that started it all off for them. The Spice Girls and Wannabe. And that's it for another Talking Music video where every song has a story. Thanks so much for listening and watching. If you want to hear and see more, then please subscribe to the channel. There's the button below. All you need to do is click it, absolutely free of course. And that is your gateway to many more videos which we've created, big songs, big stars for you to enjoy. So please subscribe to this channel, and hopefully I'll catch you in another video. So until that time, I wish you well. Bye-bye.